TC Spiritual Shepherd, welcome back to the Spiritual Shepherd YouTube channel. Today we're going to be getting into goals. We're going to be getting into goals that we've already accomplished and goals that we are in the currency of accomplishing or currently accomplishing. Currently, guys, it is November 1st. It is the 111 portal, as well as we are in the portal through 111 to the 1111 portal. So for the next 11 days, including today, there's an 11-day portal ultimately. So 5.5 days intro, 5.5 days outro, and ultimately there's going to be a midpoint. Okay, ultimately, what is it, the midday of the 5th or the 6th, somewhere in there is that 1111 to 1111, which is, it's an intensity portal inside of the portal. Just so you guys know, there's all this type of thing leading up to minutes, leading up to moments, leading up to seconds, leading up to momentum ultimately that you can build with portals and momentum of portals and teleportals and stuff like this, which is something that I speak on in my courses below. All of those are low ticket if you guys want, so you guys can, they're all affordable for everybody. Now let's really jump into goals and goals that we've accomplished and goals that we are accomplishing. So this year, me and Kaylee, we went up to Oregon and we actually did a kind of like a 10-day retreat up there to ourselves. We celebrated New Year's. We celebrated, being together quite some time and just a bunch of different things, guys. We celebrated New Year's. We celebrated Christmas, a multitude of things. We were able to, experience her first snow in. It wasn't a snow in, but it was the first time that it was ever snowing around her. We were in the mountains, all this type of stuff. We took my Subaru Outback, which I'm currently in right now, ultimately cross country. Really, we drove about 14 hours. We met up with family, cultivated that. It was fantastic. We got Dutch baby, so thank you. Bunch of other different fun things, but ultimately, one thing I'm realizing is goals. So there is a reason for this. So during this time, we wrote a vision board. We actually wrote up a vision board, and a lot of these things came true. I definitely have to go back and look at the vision board. It's actually at home currently, but we're moving into a new house. Okay, we've been together for almost 3 years. She is now officially a substitute teacher, as well as me. I have, I'm making really good money. I'm trading 100K, 200K accounts, doing stuff like this. The goal ultimately is to be trading 500K probably in the next month or so, is trading 500K, which I started off at 100K, but we're going to be starting to really gravitate towards that 500K, that marker. Then there's this next thing too, as well so that's a big accomplishment. We've onboarded 565 people. That's an accomplished goal, where our goal was 555 by Christmas, by December, by the end of December, by somewhere around New Year's, ultimately, guys. And so that 555 actually happened 565 by October 31st, by Halloween. And so now we're setting ourselves a new goal, a bigger goal, because we've already accomplished the goal. We hit 565 like a month and a half beforehand. So now we're going to be at that point where we're really going to go towards that 777, the 888, which I think we're going to hit that 888 abundance number. Ultimately, guys, it'd be pretty dope if we hit 1111. If we doubled it up in 2 months, that'd be sweet. But ultimately, yes, these are some big goals. I've helped people pass accounts, accomplish different accounts, receive payouts. So anybody who has questions about Akashics or anything like this, it's just facts. Like, we've all been paid out. We've all made money doing this. So it's legit. It's a sweet business. Okay. So there's these types of accomplishments. Ultimately, one thing I want to really speak on in this early on is, our house. We are moving into our house in the next 29 days. Next 29 days, something like that. And so during this time, we're going to be packing. We're obviously going to miss our old place where we first started, this apartment that we're currently at for the last month. But ultimately, we're upgrading, up leveling so much in this house that we're going to be currently living in. And so, just so many different upgrades, guys. Like, training at more advanced places, and having a backyard, and having a front yard, having multiple rooms, having more space, cultivating an office, cultivating a workout room, cultivating a really good kitchen, Konganizing everything, giving proper filtration to everything. Also, one thing I really want to mention is a lot of my goals have been accomplishing. I've just started to really put the intention towards sustainability. So a lot of sustainability, which is wearing organic cotton, always just wearing cotton, always wearing cotton. And that is a main thing. Also, all of the types of stuff that I've been wearing is either cotton or pure. I'm really starting to ingrain it in my life, and if I don't, then I'm just selling it or getting rid of it, or recycling it, or anything like this. Really starting to cultivate stuff like this as well. Investing into different types of things. There's some things this year too that I do plan on accomplishing, which this is kind of a vision board as well, or a visual board, or a video board. This is a version of a video board. So I'm gonna give you guys some different instances, and I actually did this last year in 2024 as well. And so obviously it's the very end of 2024. We're at 83% done with our year, which it has been a very accomplishing year. We have made lots of money. I officially hit the 100K a year mark, which is super accomplishing. I hit age 30, which I don't believe in age, as well. Like really incorporating. Also nutritionally, I'm really dialing in. I hired a personal trainer, which I've never hired a personal trainer before. Dialing, a lot of the stuff I already know, and he already knows that I know it. He's like my accountability partner. He's placed out of Miami. And then also there's things that I don't know. That's why I did hire this person, which is based in calisthenics and based in mastering body weight and stuff like this, because I've mastered a lot of the lifting and stuff like this. He is in a breath work. He is in a meditation that we just freaking talk up on, because that's my high level, my high grade stuff. Like, a lot of people reach out to me for that. So it's not like I really am seeking out externally for that, or outsourcing those types of things, but it's more outsourcing to how do I perfect the LSIT? How do I perfect, this? I feel lean. I feel healthy. I feel vibrant. I feel alive every single day. I'm lifting heavier, and I'm at lighter weights. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I've been incorporating carnivore and animal-based, specifically more animal-based. I do eat fruit quite often, and I do eat, honey quite often. I've been very happy with what I've been deciding to eat. And if I do eat a carb, the only carb that I've really eaten on this whole thing is an English muffin, and it would be one. That's it. And so pretty much I've stayed in keto this entire time, because in those English muffins it's like 30 carbs or less, something like, it might even be like 18 carbs or 22 carbs or something like that. I gotta double check. But ultimately, guys, never gone over 30 grams of carbs in around the last month. Maybe a little bit under a month, but it's somewhere in there. I've had this guy for about 3 weeks. So yeah, probably about 3 weeks, cultivating that. And so that's a very big accomplishment. I'm already starting to tell the difference in my strength, going to a new gym. This is, different things. So some things in this year is maybe getting certified for certain things like NLP or yoga, or thing is, I don't really believe in all these certifications and stuff. I believe you're certified or you're not. I'm like the certified health nut. I'm already certified through experience. I don't need a paper by somebody who has less knowledge than me. That this comes off arrogant, but generally people who have very significantly less knowledge than me, because I'm not saying that they don't have knowledge at all. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, guys, is I've been doing breathwork for the last 10 years. I've been doing all this stuff for literally, I've been doing so much stuff. And I know that, but for the most part, I have all of the breathwork techniques down. I teach people breathwork. I teach people all this different type of stuff. I teach people the yoga. But there are certain things like yoga, certain aspects of yoga that I don't understand. There are certain aspects of this type of thing that I don't understand. And it would be really good to go into that. That's what I'm really saying. The knowledge base, the ingenuity, the genius aspect of it, a lot of the knowledge and the wisdom of it, I don't necessarily need. It's more of the do it this way, do it this type of way, which is exactly the type of thing with Juan Guerrero in Miami as my personal trainer. He very much helps me. You know, he's like, I already know you have your nutrition dialed in. I already know that you have your mindset dialed in, your discipline dialed in. Just, you know, do these different types of things, stay consistent, keep going. You know, right now today, I'm on day 37, day 38, something like that. And so I'm gonna really stop counting ultimately. I mean, maybe I will keep counting, but I won't always post every single day, like, oh, you know, I'll just post them maybe every 10 days or something. But the main point that I make with these is do better goals, write bigger goals, write more accomplishing goals, write more enhancing goals. Like, I just saw my dream car. I know, okay, it's not necessarily my dream car, but it is one of my dream cars. It's a $40,000 dream car, $50,000 dream car. And I'm like, yo, this is lit. I mean, people's dream cars are like 500K a lot of times, or 250K or 150K, stuff like this. But ultimately, mine's a Crosstrek that just is decked out and everything. I saw it literally everything that I ever wanted on this car, and it was the only one that I've really seen that's very similar. And I'm like, yep, that is it right there. That is it right there. That is it right there. And so I'm gonna customize it, do all these different, you know, upgrades to it, and it comes out to 38 grand. Yeah, I can make that in 1 month with TradeX Mastery. I could literally make that in 1 month with trading, maybe 2 months with trading, and pay it all off in cash. And so just so you guys know, like, just set bigger goals, accumulate more work ethic, like take on 2 jobs. And this is going to go against the grain. This is going to go against what people say, like, oh, you're rebelling against society, so you're going to join more in society. I always say, yes, you are. You get those promissory notes and you make sure that you turn it into real gold. So, like, for real. Get those promissory notes, get those Federal Reserve notes and get those FDNs and turn them into real gold. 100%. You know, hire certain people, get to know certain people, build a business, learn trading, learn skills, you know, learn investing, learn trades, learn all these different types of things. Drive bigger cars, drive smaller cars, learn. How do you operate an electric thing? How do you operate a gas powered thing? How do you operate a generator? How do you operate, learn more skills? Because the reason why I say this is because a lot of people, your real dream, whether you realize it or not, is to go out into the middle of nowhere, to grow your own food, to have land, to have dogs, to have animals, to have whatever, okay? To grow a garden, to have a beautiful wife, to make an empire worth of children, to have solar panels, to develop some Tesla tech, to, you know, having a high degree of land and being, you know, highly valuable to society and your family. Okay? To doing breath work, to cultivating breath work, building online business, you know, consuming natural, all organic foods, being sustainable with everything around you. So you have hemp backpacks, you are operating out of glass or metal or things like this, or you are eating, you know, you're eating full organic food, all these different types of things like this, a multitude of things like this that is like highly powerful for you guys. And so just so you guys know, really start cultivating the empowerment within you to make this a reality as quickly as you possibly can. And first of all, that is by embodying it now. It's by embodying it naturally. And so to really conclude this, start living this way now. You want to do more fasting. You want to Kongonize your entire water supply. You want everything to be pure. You want everything to be organic. You want everything to be sustainable. You want your clothes to be sustainable. You want your body to be sustainable. You want to build your youth. You want to cultivate this. You want to be wealthy. You want your wealth to be sustainable. And you want your kids to be able to develop wealth. You want to teach your kids how to develop wealth. The thing is like, yes, you could choose to do, like, get out of the funks. Get out of the funks. Okay, get out of the funks and really start to get into, you know, really honing in on purpose over pleasure. Purpose over pleasure. Peace, much love, namaste. Everything is beneath, everything is below. There are some courses below. We're going to be doing a 21-day process here soon, as well as a 90-day course. I'm sorry, yeah, it is a 90-day course, but it's a 90-day challenge. It's free. It incorporates multiple 21-day processes. Everything is found below. You guys fill out that form. We take you through the full 21-day process, me and Greg, and we'll ultimately help you guys up-level your lives. Peace, much love, namaste. Talk to you guys soon.